There
Now
we
we're
go.
live. Now we're live.
Hello, welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians Podcast, episode 385. I am Otto, and tonight I am joined with just Jared,
Just me.
Extremist Bab,
Hello.
and Alex Schlegel.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good to see you guys.
Oh,
Good to
yeah.
see ya.
So, full disclosure, I woke up at 7:35, and I had no clue who I was, where I was, what day it was. Have you guys ever had? I took literally like a 20-minute nap before.
Did I wake you up by sending you the link?
No, I set an alarm inadvertently, or not inadvertently, but I set an alarm just in case. It's like maybe I might
Just
fall
in
asleep,
case,
I
yeah.
might not, but I'm just gonna lay here in the recliner and relax. There's my kids are at their father-in-law's or at my father-in-law's, and my wife's at this stupid drag bingo thing.
Okay.
I don't know. So so I was like, I had a house that was just quiet. And I was like, I'm just gonna sit down here, and so my alarm goes off at 7:35, and I'm like, I had no clue. I thought it was 7:35 in the morning. I was like, oh man, I missed the podcast. Like, oh shit. Like this sucks. Like, oh man, people are probably pissed off at me. Oh well. If it took me a second to even realize who the hell I was. So that was a weird, interesting event, a turn of events. So yeah.
Well, welcome to
We're
the
glad you
podcast,
found your way
Otto.
here.
Yes,
Glad you-
I am here.
glad you
I'm
made
up. I got my power nap in, so let's power through this shit.
All
Like,
right.
like these truckers are powering through to Ottawa.
It's
Thanks, Brandon.
crazy out
Brandon
there.
says it's the best podcast in the world. Hell yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
Brandon,
right.
we do this for you, okay?
All right. In that case,
Let's go,
we're gonna
Brandon.
Try not to suck that bad.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Let's
pressure.
go, Brandon. All right.
Kind of wish I hadn't.
So
seen
yeah,
that.
these truckers.
let's go,
well,
Brandon.
did you hear? It's more than just trucks now, and I was really pleased to see that the protest is evolving. They now have moon bounces, hot tubs, and
Yeah.
saunas
man.
set up. And
About
the
that.
poor mayor of Ottawa, he's like, oh no, it's too much fun. You guys are having too much fun out there.
These racists
So-
are having too much fun, eh?
The honking is violence too.
Honking
Yeah.
is violence.
He says this is the mayor. The mayor put out this tweet. Mayor Jim Watson, who looks like a total square. It's disturbing when you see the podcast, the protest turning into what looks like some kind of fun carnival where they've got bouncy castles and hot tubs and saunas.
Dude, he kind of looks like a bizarro version of James. Like if James was like totally whacked.
Yes, like
Yeah.
if James has never put his penis in a vagina before, like that's this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks like a
It's like the
Canuck-
alter ego.
a Canuck version of Babs.
What you're talking about? That is.
You see, I'm saying he's the opposite of you, dude. It's like
Yeah, he's like you're bizarro. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like bizarro.
bizarro
bad.
means like opposite. Like
Oh, Jared. So Jared, I just
Go
posted it. It's the last one in the comments, but this was hilarious. It was basically, I guess, the equivalent of their NPR news, or well, basically had the same vibes as NPR, maybe
Oh, yeah.
CBC News up there, but they're interviewing these three old, basically your prototypical NPR listeners about the honking and the protest. And I
Oh
don't know.
god,
I
so
tweeted
fucking funny. These bitches. Oh,
Places, and we met in front of our building.
they're all
and then
masked.
This guy with this huge truck came and tooting,
tooting.
And I said, this is awful.
oh, I need to clip that.
Let's go and stop him.
This huge truck and a bunch of littler
Wait, hold on.
trucks
What did
came
the
up
front
our
of that
little
truck say?
street littler
Hold on.
trucks, huge truck and a bunch.
Fuck you.
These trucks are so big.
What does it say? Fuck you,
Those
Legault?
trucks are big.
Is that some like politician? I guess
I don't.
that's cool.
bunch of
I was scared because the
little
trucks were
Great.
big
trucks
and I'm
came up our
little.
little street here, honking away, and we just
Honking away.
decided we'd had enough, and we thought we'd make a statement.
You'd
And
what?
we're up high in their cab of the truck, right, looking down on us. We couldn't hear anything they had to say, and they didn't want to hear us. So I wanted to communicate to them that we just did not support what they're doing. So I just did a thumbs down. every time
Ooh,
we
she gave a
honked the
thumbs
horn.
down. Oh, that is
It
Canadian
wasn't an
like
easy
brutality.
thing to do, but it was an
Yeah.
impromptu thing,
I love
and
this bitch.
we've had enough. We've had enough. This is an occupation. This isn't
An
this
occupation.
isn't a protest. all of
Kinda
us
like-
are a certain age. We've been fighting a long time for women's rights. We're kind of
Oh,
used
sure.
to it.
Mhm,
But that was
sure.
scary. I mean, that's a huge truck. They're bullies. It's not easy to stand up to a bully, and you very rarely win anything.
I'm sure.
They wouldn't come out and assault 3 women of our age because that wouldn't look good on camera,
This-
that's for sure.
This is the counter resistance.
Disappointed in the
These
Ottawa
3
police.
gals.
There is nobody enforcing the law
like
downtown. There is
The
no
Ottawa Gilmore
they don't
girls
have
are
a
fighting
permit to
back.
protest. Nobody knows when they're going. They
Or the Golden
they're
Girls. Oh my God, that's
vandalizing
so
stuff.
funny.
They're intimidating people in local businesses. Like, we've had enough.
All
They're
right, Blanche, calm
barbecuing
down.
on the streets.
Oh,
They've got saunas. They're bringing their kids to the bouncy castle.
they're bringing their worst people.
We're
Oh
scared.
no, eh? Oh no, eh? You guys gotta be
Yeah.
stopped, eh?
Yeah, it looks like a blast. I wish we could go. That'd be, but
Well,
My
my
opinion.
friend Ian is telling me he's going with his brother every day, and he just told me that I can send him some Bitcoin and he'll go donate whatever we want. So I'm gonna start. I don't know what should we buy these guys and gals?
Should we give
I
them
mean-
like honking, like little honking horns?
Like bring them noisemakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, like Ian, go buy $200 worth of the most obnoxious noisemakers you can find, and please distribute them. Right. I was thinking,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, beer, weed, prostitutes. I mean, what do truckers really need out there?
Let's get them Canadian lot lizards to where the hotbed is, where all the action is.
Well, you know what? I'm guessing that they're already there. I mean, if you were in the business, wouldn't you want to go to like the biggest event of the year?
I mean, I'm thinking more
Yeah,
of the
it's like
line-
Occupy Wall Street. I mean, that place was flooded with like hookers.
Yeah, and the other thing too, there's so much entrepreneurial opportunities. I just saw a news report on Rebel News just yesterday, or it was today, and all these businesses are closed down, thinking like
This is
thinking
funny.
that
The honking
the
will
honk-
continue until freedom improves.
yes,
Says Tony. That's funny.
Honk honk.
yeah, that's what one trucker said to this shit lib who was, I'm losing my mind. I can't
yeah, this
stand
guy-
it. And he's like, fuck you. And this trucker's like, the honking will continue until freedom improves.
You
Let's
got
see.
like these, dude. Let's get these lot lizards. She's like, I traveled all the way from Manitoba. I'm ready to suck some dick, eh? Eh?
Oh
My
God.
gal came all the way from Saskatchewan. Let's suck some mean dick.
Oh man,
Dude, we need like the Trailer Park Boys to
Love
make an
it.
appearance.
Do you know? Here's the fun fact. I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of that, but like years ago.
Yeah.
God, when did
Is that
I
a
mean,
fun
that's-
fact that you haven't
Well,
seen it?
That I haven't seen it.
fun
but
fact. I
love
haven't
you-
seen a series.
I love. It is a fun fact. You guys will have fun with it. I promise you. You guys will have a good old chuckle and be like, hey, remember that time Phil told us he never saw it? Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking. You guys are
Fuck
thinking.
me, all right.
I'm
Fuck
thinking
me,
more. I'm thinking more along the lines of practical stuff like hand warmers, maybe some like TP toilet paper. I mean, shit. They've been like
Auto blows.
There-
Send him some
they've been-
auto blows.
auto. We could send the auto blow.
Yeah.
we'll have to.
I think we
retrieve
lost
it.
that sponsorship though.
No.
Oh,
well, this is
no.
I
how
think
we
we
get
were
it
too-
back.
Otto,
It's
what
too
is this?
edgy.
What is this product called
It-
again, Otto?
It's
That's AUTO. Auto blow.
Oh,
Like automatic. Yeah.
oh,
this could be
Oh.
the big promotion. Get the auto blows to Ottawa.
Auto blows
Ottawa. Ottawa
is
blows.
what
Brought to
yeah.
you by Otto.
Ottawa blow.
Otto's auto blow to Ottawa.
Honk, honk.
Hong Kong Ottawa blow. Well, that's
Yeah,
a
how
good
about-
marketing campaign.
Well, like, let's imagine you're walking down there, right? Because it's all blocked off for traffic, presumably. What would be like? What could you carry down there and distribute easily that would be valuable?
Snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah, I think food.
More-
I think food and
We don't want this
know.
ending up like Y'all Qaeda.
Hot chocolate.
You know?
Yeah, you got to send the snacks. Don't forget the snacks.
Hot chocolate. Yeah, hot hands, hand warmers.
what about diesel fuel? Could
Yeah.
diesel
we?
fuel,
Eh?
Because of the cost-
explosives,
I mean, would you just like carry it in like 5-gallon jugs,
two,
or
3
like,
rounds.
how would you bring in diesel fuel into that?
I don't know. The cops are starting to crack down. Just the other day, I saw them stealing people's gas at the protest. And then how about GoFundMe threatening to shut it down? The
Go
donation
F
to
me.
the convoy.
From now
Yeah.
on, they're just called Go F Me.
Where's
Okay.
the there's got to be is there like a crypto based crowdfunding platform yet? That's
There are. The only
of
one I've seen
notability?
for this one out here is Tallycoin, but I have no way of verifying who's getting the funds. So I can't say it's legit or not legit, but I'm looking for somebody to like on the ground that we know. So my friend Ian is gonna help me at least get something started. But if anybody else knows of any like vetted sources where we can send resources, I'd love to have more.
Yeah, because like fuck GoFundMe, they could fuck right off.
Oh, I sent some money to Larkin Rose, who's creating a shipment of the most dangerous superstition is going to be passed out to the truckers. I thought that was good.
Oh yeah, I mean reading material. I mean a lot of them. I mean some good books, some literature.
Get them some
Economics
PRL, some
101
PRL t-shirts.
Yeah.
What if we
PRL
could put
t-shirt,
every
truck,
what
PRL
if we
trucker
took
hats.
every punk rock libertarian podcast episode and put it like on an MP3
on a USB drive?
like on a and like pass out USB drives so all these truckers have something to listen to while they're
burn CDs.
it.
I mean, they probably still have
I like
CD
it.
players.
Yeah. Do they have Bluetooth in trucks now?
Oh hell yeah! Yeah,
Should.
send them some mixtapes.
Yeah, let's keep brainstorming on this. Like,
Yeah.
I think let's try to get them some really cool stuff.
I think
Like,
they'll be there. They're going to be there for a long time. I got a feeling they're not budging.
And let's send some stuff that, like, if the cops steal it, it's even funnier. Like, I don't know what that would be, but like,
Dildos?
Yeah, I'll say like dildos. That's the only thing I can think
Condoms?
of.
Give them condoms.
let's keep working on. We'll keep working
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, we got to brainstorm this. We got to
All
figure
right.
this out.
Move
Leave your ideas
honest.
in the comments, listeners.
Yeah, Nima. Nima, come up with like, something fun. I know you're
Nima, help
listening.
us out. I'm listening.
I'm listening.
What do they call? We could send them some
Roger-
food, like
Roger Stone.
Canadian bacon.
Oh yeah. I'm listening.
Who's listening?
Roger Stone. He's
Roger
always
Stone.
listening.
He's
Oh, he
always-
told us that. He told us that.
Nice.
And then he went to
Many a
jail.
moon
and then
ago.
he got pardoned.
Yeah, then he got pardoned.
Oh,
What a
God.
piece of
That's the
shit.
power of PRL. It will get you pardoned.
Yeah.
And it'll ruin your campaign if you try to run for president. It'll ruin you.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, exactly.
So what?
Oh,
How do you think
so-
this,
so
this
speaking of
trucker thing's going to
ruining-
play out? Like, are there? I mean, we've seen the opposition, and they are formidable, right? Those three ladies. Who knows what what they're going to
Well,
bring?
isn't Trudeau like hiding in a bunker somewhere now?
Has he been identified yet? Has he
What a
come out
piece
of hiding?
shit. Didn't he
I
call
think he-
him like racist and like white supremacist? Didn't he call him something ridiculous?
Oh, I gotta find that. Oh man, that was a good one. There was a video where, there's a video where he's calling them like all kinds of names, and it's overlaid on them like
God.
being like awesome people, like dancing out in the street and like cleaning up trash off the ground and like painting over spray paint, like. But he's like talking about them like they're fucking like evil monsters.
Well,
Oh,
what he
I
said
gotta
is they're a
find
small fringe minority with unacceptable views.
Unacceptable.
Yes.
Now,
the
now
fringe
people have
minority.
said the same thing
Yes.
about our podcast. Okay.
it.
So
but they're right about that.
yeah,
But I
Very
gotta find this.
fringe.
Oh,
it's
apparently
a
he
small
was.
fringe podcast with unacceptable views. Could be our byline.
I don't know.
Right.
If
That's our tagline. That's our
Yeah, we should
tagline
change
for our
that to,
show. There we
for
go.
iTunes. We should change that.
Yes.
Just so people know what
Yes.
they're getting into. But then he went on. I think he went on to be like, I think he pulled out all the woke points. Like they're misogynist, they're racist, they're violent, they're
transphobic.
they're
Transphobes.
Did he
White
specifically
supremacists.
mention Trump yet? I'm waiting for Trump to get somehow connected to this.
About do you oh shit, I forgot. Was yeah, there was that video, but apparently now I don't know. Apparently it was 4chan, but they doxed his location where he's hiding out. And apparently,
Oh, they
can't confirm or
doxed him?
deny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and because remember the video where he kind of came out of, and it looked like a cabin. Like, where's he staying? He's on vacation. Well, apparently that was just like a porch of like this mansion, and they had to locate. Now, I can't, like I said, I can't confirm or deny, but I did see a tweet a couple days ago that they know where he's hiding out, and they're actually having Parliament sessions, and they have like fill-ins talking for him.
God,
and because he's got COVID.
does he have
And
COVID?
I mean, couldn't he at
That's
least?
why he's hiding out. That's why
What, is he sending like
can't-
his body double? Like, remember, like Saddam Hussein used to have all these doubles. Like, that's probably what he should do. Like,
Yeah,
just
here's
start
the,
sending out body doubles to like. Oh, look! Okay, we got. What is that? What are you showing? Playing
looks like
hockey on
a-
the street, dancing.
Yeah, they're dancing.
Look at those! Look at those misogynists.
Jared, we can't hear the audio.
Oh, you can't?
No.
No.
Start it from the top. Take it from the top
What
again.
the fuck?
Yeah,
Hold on.
good call. Because I'm just sitting there like a dummy, like, oh, this is an audio medium. Everyone's just watching with me. Hey.
So you've got some video for the audio listeners. Some video of people having
Yeah.
a great time in Ottawa, right?
Hell yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that ain't working. It should be, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see people having fun at their protest instead of like burning down Starbucks or like. I mean,
That public trash can had it coming. Okay.
now, granted, I think we'd all like to see, maybe a little more heavy equipment, some bulldozers, doing what bulldozers do
killdozer.
best, right? Killdozers. Well, that's got a violent, overtone to it, but I don't know.
A harm dozer.
I mean, what if we just started clearing out some of the bad neighborhoods of Ottawa, right? Like, just start with their capital and just, the bulldozing will continue.
You know what's so white pilling too is a lot of these people at this protest, and I've seen quite a few videos, like those Polish ladies that basically were baking bread and serving sausages and had a huge operation, and it's her business, but they drove out there. And then there was another family, I think from Romania, and people like immigrants from China that immigrated to Canada, and they're like, I've been here for 20 years and I don't want fucking communists here. Like, I escaped communism. And you hear these like base motherfuckers that are like, they're like, I don't want to see this for my children. And it's like, holy shit. Like, so it's the exact opposite when you're seeing just this melting pot of people that are like, fuck this shit. And then you have this prime minister just like, oh, they're just a bunch of racist white supremacists. It's like, fuck no, these are like the most based protesters.
What's going to be the young commie ruler of Canada's future here? I mean,
right? Yo, he's in hiding. Like, he's been hiding the whole time this has been going on. It's crazy.
Going to stay? How's this going to play out? Do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the truckers aren't budging, but they're gonna like pull some shit. Like with this pulling funding, the cops starting to like maybe crack down. I mean, I don't know.
They're probably going to just let it go for a while until it's not everyday headline, right? Then when there's a little less attention, maybe they'll do a little more crackdowns, try to do a little clear a street here and there, try to consolidate them, try to erode them, But they're at the point where, like, if they don't have them out by spring, right? Like, I mean, these truckers have been doing this stuff in the dead of winter,
Right.
in the harshest Canadian weather, available.
The balls on them, like, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, like, plus your truck's in there, right? Like, you go into this, you don't get to come out when you want to. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go down to the protest until it's time for me to come home, right? Like, your truck's going to get stuck in there.
Yeah.
And that's your business. That's your means of, transportation. That's a big commitment.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I just think someone in the comments, was it Nima, said like Truth Social is coming out, or set to launch this month.
What's that?
That's like Trump's social media outlet.
Oh,
So that's the
God.
other thing
Yeah,
too.
God.
Well, it could be like they're trying to run the clock out. You know, like how much longer does this have to go before
Didn't,
this?
Facebook lost like $200 million or something like that, or 200 something crazy amount from like the Meta
A
launch.
shocking drop in their stock
Yeah.
after their advertising revenues were revealed to be in the toilet. Oh, I wonder why. Oh, gee, you chased away half your users. You're totally tyrannical. You've made Facebook basically for squares, dinner pictures and cat memes, like right. And then you're like, but why aren't we the king of the world anymore? They treat their advertisers like garbage. It's all about just media. It's all
Yeah.
I mean, the product is, the client is not advertisers at Facebook. The product is the CIA. It's for intelligence gathering and for propaganda, right?
100%.
So screw you, advertisers.
Yeah, they screwed us. They still owe me $20 when they pulled Late to Liberty, they pulled me. Yeah, we got shit canned, or I got shit canned from Facebook after my account and everything. After I was paying Facebook to promote, like when we had the brief run of Late to Liberty episodes, and I'm like, you motherfuckers, you owe me $20. I have no recourse. I paid fuck Facebook. You wonder why.
Dude, like the instant you handed over your credit card, like they're like, got him, gotcha, bitch. They just like, you're gone.
Fuck you.
You gone. That was funny.
Yeah. But
Jared, you're on mute if you're trying to talk. I don't know.
Oh, I am on mute. I was gonna ask, did you just put glasses on?
Yeah, I don't know. These are my daughter's blue block ones.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
this
Is it
podcast
block?
brought to you by
color am
Blue
I?
Blocks. That's our new advertiser, Blue Blocks.
So in other news, I have been requested for jury duty.
Oh shit.
Woohoo!
So I am
Are you gonna go?
I'm curious. Part of me is like, what do I have to do to just automatically get myself excused from this shit? Like, do I just stand up and say I'm an anarchist? Do I,
be like,
say
I
that
hate
I
the
approve
blacks.
of that? Yeah. Should I just say that?
It's easy to get kicked out. There's three ways you could go with this. One, you could try to get on the jury and get somebody off the hook.
Well, that's the other thing I'm considering, right? Is like if it's some like drug crime or gun possession crime,
You don't know until you get in there, right?
That's the thing, because Jared, you're in Baltimore City, and it's insane.
That's right.
It is insane the amount of times of people our age that I know of that live in the city that are like, yeah, I've done like jury duty once or twice. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I never get on jury duty.
I'm out in Baltimore County, and it's like, I swear I think I'm blacklisted because I'm like,
this is my first time. I've never been on jury duty.
Well, if you have the time, maybe consider going. But if you want to get kicked off, you can get yourself kicked off. You could also spoil the whole jury pool that they've assembled that day if you just want to be, just kind of disruptive.
How do you do that?
What you want to do is you bring a bunch of fully informed jury association pamphlets with you the day you get there. And once you get into the jury room with all the prospective, then you pass them out to everybody that's there. Right.
Yeah.
And before anybody can get mad, the whole jury pool has been informed. So they either have to go forward with an informed jury or just dismiss everybody. Either way, fuck them.
I'd love, honestly, Jared, but that's one strategy. The other strategy is you could get on, because my girlfriend got called jury duty because she's in the city, and she got called in a couple weeks ago, and she went through like 2 lines of questioning. She was there like all day, like pretty much all day, watch a bunch of movies, take a book, basically whatever. They pay for your parking. That's about it. But if you can afford to get paid from your job, and you could land on this jury, dude, because like this fucking mayor
I'll be getting
down
paid.
hard.
I'm not worried about like the money. I'll be compensated, but
like
it's more about my time and productivity.
But you could get pulled onto a jury, and I guarantee this mayor, he's coming in hard on gun charges, and they're like really like you hear on the radio.
Yeah, it could
like,
be a gun charge.
This
it could
woke
be a
fucking
tax
mayor.
thing.
I mean, look, what I'll do is I'll just like be honest and just go through the process, and if I get on, I get on. If I don't, I don't.
Well, no, you got to be more deliberate than that, because if you want to get on, you have to structure your answers appropriately.
Yeah, you
right?
got to pass the test. You got to.
there's a
Tell them you're
PDF.
Jewish.
You could Google it. Surviving. How do you pronounce it? The jury selection. I forget the Latin word.
Juris something.
Yeah, it's like
I got the form right in front of me. Maybe I can.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but I remember we talking about the other time when I was tapped for jury duty, but I called the number and they were like,
"Oh
nah,
shit,
fuck you,
no.
bro."
You know what? It was the second time. It was the second time my girlfriend has been to jury duty. Second time, and she's
I'm hoping this doesn't start to be a trend.
It's the voir dire.
Well, but here's the
surviving
thing,
voir dire. I'm going to post this PDF. I'm sure I'm
Surviving-
pronouncing it wrong because I'm uneducated. But this is a PDF to help you survive the questions, right? And it's just the trick, but not volunteer any information. And if you really want to, you can prepare a little bit ahead of time. Questions they might ask are there bumper stickers on your car, or what you're a member, like what organizations you're a member of, right? So
I mean, look, if I think I'm intelligent enough where I could get on if I wanted to get on. I don't probably need a PDF. I can deduce what they're looking for and what they're not looking for.
Well, you might want to look at it anyway, because they're pretty cagey, right? And you don't want to like wipe yourself out by accidentally blurting out the wrong thing. Like
fuck the government.
Yeah. Oh, which podcasts are you a host on?
What is this? What is this Patreon? What is this Patreon account here?
Yeah, I got a topic just popped in my head.
Oh yeah, we got a topic of Patreon.
I can't believe we forgot about this in the. Let's fuck it. Okay,
know.
I got my marching orders. I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do. We'll see what happens, but I can't help
either
but
get somebody off the hook or just spoil the whole day at the court.
Yeah, but I don't want to incur the wrath of.
There's no wrath.
The city
It's
government.
just goodbye.
Judge Jim Gray is not in Baltimore. You're good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't want him to be brought out from his chambers and deck me,
Like
or start singing to me.
Like
I am
if you just mention the word jury nullification, Judge
He
Jim
busts through the
Gray's
wall
like,
with
He just
Kool-Aid Man.
runs and clothesline me and just starts singing show tunes over my collapsed body.
Judge Jim Gray has mandatory minimums for the mention of jury nullification.
The first, the first offense is just a caning. Right?
Oh Jesus
Christ.
I'll think about
He
it.
won't
I'll think
murder
about
you
it.
until like the third or fourth time you try that crap.
Yeah,
The worst part is it's at 8 fucking a.m., dude. I'm not trying to be up at that ungodly hour.
dude, take a gummy, like take some edibles in there, bring a book, bring Anatomy of the
Take
State.
some acid.
Yeah, trip balls.
Yes.
Sit there all
Yes.
day.
Can you bring yourself? Can you bring like electronics to entertain yourself?
I'll
But
have
here's the
to
thing,
ask.
if you-
I'll have
if
to
you
ask
do
my
wanna get-
girlfriend. Like I said,
If
she
you
was
do
just
want to
there,
get
like, a couple
somebody
months
off
ago.
using jury nullification,
Yeah.
don't say anything about jury nullification the whole time you're there. Not to the other
No.
jurors, not anything. Just don't say anything. Just keep your mouth shut and just say not guilty. That's all you do. Don't attempt to persuade another juror. Don't do anything. Just, well, they didn't make their case. Not guilty. That's all you have to say.
So you don't have to offer any sort of
And
explanation.
if you
Just say
go,
he didn't make his case.
but say you go and you're in like the pool of people and you're sitting in the crowd and like they ask you and they're like, sorry, Jared, we don't need you for our selection. And as soon as you get up and just like, well, hey everybody, if you guys don't know, you guys can just say not guilty if you don't agree with the rule. So just letting you guys know about jury notification, do that, and then they got to throw the whole people out.
It's
They gotta
possible
throw everybody
would.
out.
It's possible they would. First, they would just say,
They
please
wouldn't try to go after me
disregard.
for like jury
want you-
tampering or something.
Right, well,
No,
the judges believe they have the power to look at jurors and tell them to forget stuff.
Yeah.
Right? like actually believe that. Like, you're instructed to believe that, and you'll see the obedient like squint and like try to erase it from their brain. Like, I'm gonna not hear that.
All right. Yeah, this could be fun. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll have to hear how this goes down.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
March,
the important
March
thing is to
something, early
increase
March.
the cost of their tyranny, right? You can slow it down. You can maybe block it. You might get somebody off the hook, but the bottom line is, can you increase the cost to do the bullshit they're doing? And if you can, go for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Word.
All right.
All right,
def-
but anyways, yeah, as we were talking about that, it just popped in my head that the announcement occurred. I guess this was it was after the last time we recorded, so I guess
that's right.
Tuesday, maybe.
Yes, it was wait, which announcement? The Tom Woods announcement, or the Washington football team is now the Commanders? Which announcement?
Which one's more disappointing to you, Otto?
Yeah, Tom Woods announcement.
It was a rough 48 hours. All right.
Will you be rooting? Right. First, Whoopi went down. Then the Tom Woods announcement. Then the Washington commies.
Rogan's in trouble. Oh my gosh.
Rogan's
Rogan's
saying the N-word.
Yeah. It's been a fucking week. It's been a week, boys. Yeah.
It's been rough for your boy. Not gonna lie.
I mean, let's face it. Has Rogan ever been this popular? Ever, right? Like, this is like peak career for him. If he could get in this kind of trouble every year, he'd be a billionaire.
Yeah, unfortunately, they pulled the Rogan PRL special. That was one of the episodes.
I know. We were on Joe Rogan and they took it down. It's such bullshit.
Fuck.
I mean, God, don't you guys remember that episode? You guys don't remember that? Bad's you were there. Come on.
I can't believe they took down our Rogan episode.
I know.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to take down our Rogan episode?
Well, that's because you kept saying the N-word.
Yeah. All 100 times we're all Alex.
It was a soft R, okay? There was a at the end, you know? I try to keep it on that level.
Nutella.
Oh,
man, that's so funny.
But yeah, so Tom Woods announced.
What's up though with Rumble? Did Rumble really offer him $100 million to bail on Spotify?
I think they did. I think that was legit. Odyssey. Well, Odyssey. Did you guys see Odyssey's offer? Odyssey
From
offered
Rumble.
100.
Dear Joe, we stand with you, your guests, and your legion of fans and desire for real conversation. So we'd like to offer you 100 million reasons to make the world a better place. How about you bring all your shows to Rumble, both old and new, with no censorship for $100 million over 4 years? This is our chance to save the world. Yes, this is totally legit.
Odyssey.
We're gonna save the world.
Oh, I saw the Odyssey one. It was like,
oh wait, what did Odyssey offer?
$100
gazillion. That was great.
It was actually like right under
kind
this
of like,
Hold on.
yeah. How about 100 zillion shit coins?
There it is.
There it is. Nice. Yeah, Jared, this was funny.
Dear Joe, we stand with you, your guests, and your legions of fans and desire for real conversations. So we'd like to offer you 100 gazillion reasons to make the world a better place. How about you bring all your shows to Odyssey, both old and new, with no censorship, including criticisms of Israel and Donald Trump, for 100 gazillion over 4 years? What's with plugging in Israel and Donald Trump?
Like Rumble's kind of
Jared.
Oh, I know.
And
Rumble is this the
Whoopi
home
Goldberg.
of anti-Semitism?
Yeah,
it's the Whoopi Goldberg treatment.
The other thing too is like Rumble's a little more, probably a little more right wing. Odyssey's just like.
Well, Glenn Greenwald publishes on Rumble.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, doesn't he?
Pretty
sure.
I do not know.
It looks like when you go to Rumble, it looks like a bunch of like the usual suspects.
See, I went to Rumble to hear
Twitter.
those people have been posting the Joe Rogan podcast on Rumble anyway. Like, why don't they just save $100 million and just let people like repost them, which they've been doing? That's where I watched those two, the Dr. Malone and Dr. McCullough episodes.
Because didn't they pull? They legit pulled like 100. Wasn't 100 some episodes? I think they said they pulled Michael Malice's episode.
Why'd they pull Michael Malice? Did he say the N-word or something?
No,
no.
They pulled on 2 of his episodes.
They're banning popular dissident voices because just
so
like
it's under the umbrella of N-word removal, but it's really just like, oh, this guy's an anarchist. This guy's
right.
They're
using
a trucker. This guy's
he did well. I mean, to be fair, I think Joe Rogan did support Bernie Sanders at some point. So
yeah,
yes,
well, that is a knock on him.
You know,
Yeah,
So,
and
You
he
guys
was
are
like,
perfect.
and he was all about Tulsi. And it's like,
Well, so were a
Like-
lot of libertarians. So let's.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. For a
Fucking
warmonger,
simps.
she is, rather attractive.
and
Yeah.
those workout videos too. I could see
Oh,
why
yeah.
a lot of libertarian simps. Be like,
I ran a batch
Tulsi
or two to
puts
those.
out workout videos. I didn't.
oh
know
hell
that.
yeah, yeah.
Do you have a link?
Telling you,
I've run a
nice.
batch or two, so we're good.
Well, I always
Yeah.
thought it was funny when people were like, "Oh, she's anti-war." I'm like, dude, she's in the military. She's
Yeah.
actually active service military. She personally invaded Iraq, and she's still in the club. Okay,
Right.
don't tell me she's anti-war.
She's about to be deployed. I think she deployed again, or is about to.
Yeah. She currently works for the war machine directly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's just like she's like a different branding, still part of the company, but it's like she's fighting. She's like,
yeah, she was
we
more
don't
like
need
war light. Like, well, we don't
Yeah.
want to have like feet on the ground, but like drone strikes are.
Well,
those
I
are
think
okay.
what
Yes.
differentiated her early on in politics, because she got immediately sidelined, right? Like everybody
yeah.
else, was given a pass on whatever their crimes were. She got immediately sidelined, and I think it's because she just never rode on the Lolita Express. They didn't have a file from Epstein's Island. They had nothing
Yeah.
on her. She's just like a normal liberal with basic
Yeah.
stupid views.
And that's the thing, and that's why I kind of have like respect for her. And like, I was like, oh, okay, she's actually kind of.
Oh,
She
she
seems pretty
didn't touch.
principled.
She didn't touch kids. That's
Yeah.
respect.
Well,
Yeah,
at least
it's like-
on their videotape.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah, at
all we
least
know.
not-
They didn't have an active file on her.
Right. I mean, like when she destroyed Kamala, that was fucking based. When she just grilled her about like,
Yeah, but now that pig is in the one clot away from being in the White House.
what? Yeah, what's
One
But-
CGI glitch away.
Yeah.
one
Right.
meat jo-
One
meat Joe
one
Caesar.
awry pixel away.
Speaking of the
Yeah.
White House, did you guys see his spokesliar come out about how they wanted Spotify to do more censorship? Like they're actually like the office of the president is doing press releases to try to get people censored. Like
Yeah, that's
I
the
did
thing.
not
like-
see what's.
yeah, I mean, they were literally
It
bringing up.
was kind of
Rogan.
vague, but it was like, yeah, they brought up Rogan directly, and they were like, "Are you happy with what?" It was like some like New York Times reporter or some shit was like,
Yeah,
Are you how do you feel about what Spotify's doing? Putting up because now they're putting up like the fucking COVID warnings that like Facebook is doing, and what they asked her like, what do you think about that? And she was like, yeah, basically she was like, that's great, but they're not doing enough.
yeah,
Like, what does that mean?
yeah. They need to
What does that
complete. There needs to be. They need disabled buttons need to be on every platform, like YouTube.
Right.
You can't dislike anything on YouTube anymore. You can't.
I mean, you really got to ask the liberals, like, you're going to just sit back and allow this? I mean, how
Right.
humiliating for these people, like the Noam Chomsky types, and they just double
Right.
down on censorship, and they have become exactly what they thought they were fighting against. So bad, it's
crazy.
I almost feel sad for
Wait,
them.
what has Noam been saying?
Oh, he's all for vax mandates and crackdowns, and he's just been a total shithead, freaking senile old coot.
and then it's crazy when
He's pro censorship.
there was some shit lib article, or maybe it was a tweet today, and there was some shit lib blue check on Twitter, and I guess probably some writer for one of these CIA publications, but basically saying like, oh, of the 100 episodes that Spotify pulled, a certain percentage were, left wing, like such a small percentage were left wing, and look at all these right wing extremists that Rogan has, and it's like Tulsi Gabbard. Like, she's right wing.
Bernie Sanders. Yeah.
Like, I forget, there was someone else on. Oh, Glenn Greenwald. Like, Glenn Greenwald, in the eyes of the left, is like a far right extremist. It's like,
It's true.
It's
It's
fucking
true.
clown world. It's fucking clown world. It's like, you see these complete fucking sellouts on this vaccine issue and how they're just allowing. Yeah, it's so transparent. It's fucking insane sometimes. It's total clown world. But I digress.
There was a fun study. I don't know if we covered this a couple weeks ago or a week or two ago, but somebody did a poll of like registered Democrats to see what they would actually accept.
Yeah.
Right? You remember this? This was like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Was it like Bill Maher?
59% of this is Rasmussen reports. 59% of Democratic voters would favor a government policy requiring citizens remain confined to their homes at all times, except for emergencies if they refuse to get the vaccine. 48% of voters who publicly question the efficacy of the existing COVID-19 vaccines on social media, television, radio, or on. Okay. This is the kind of
what was that percentage again, Babs? It was glitching out.
48% think that it would be okay to imprison you for questioning vaccine efficacy online. 45% would favor governments requiring citizens to temporarily live in designated facilities or locations if they refuse to get the vaccine. 45% are going to put you in a camp.
Jesus Christ.
Now here's one this is maybe the worst one. 29% would support temporarily removing parents' custody of their children if parents refuse to take the vaccine.
Jesus.
Wow.
Like,
this is why the Republicans
vaccinated. Take their kids.
I mean, this is why the Republicans are definitely going to sweep the fucking midterms.
God.
Not that this is like something we care about, but
I mean, you know what? Who knows? But maybe the Republicans are going to champion free speech and
right. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like they can grab the leverage from this nonsense.
You know, like that could just grab up all the popular policies the Democrats have left behind.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah, that's
wild.
terrifying.
It's upside down.
Terrifying stuff.
So,
what else we got?
These people definitely walk amongst us. Oh, there was a lawsuit in Pennsylvania where people were like, evidently the school wasn't masking enough. A government school, right?
We need to mask harder.
Yeah.
Ask me harder, Daddy.
A class of plaintiffs are suing the Perkiomen Valley School District for rescinding its face mask policy, claiming the suburban district was in contempt of court for allegedly violating a federal judge's order that temporarily reinstated district-wide masking. So the state says you have to mask. The school board says, no, you don't. A judge said, yes, you do. Then they said, no, you don't. And now somebody's suing because these kids are unmasked. Like, what?
I know, dude. It's such bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, who is this? Who cares enough about kids wearing masks to do this stuff?
I don't know. This is a test. I swear this is a test. The simulation, I don't know. Something like if you can see past these people and I don't know, maybe they're just going to be eliminated soon. I don't know. This is some glitch in the matrix or it's a test. I don't know, but it's so blatant. It's so fucking blatant. I don't know. It's crazy.
Are you looking at some dank memes over there?
Yeah, what you got, man?
I got one.
Are you pulling up articles of like Clown World? Another incident? Because it's crazy. Some of these school board meetings, what's going on at the local level, how it's complete clown world over this masking bullshit. It's like, I can't believe we're still fucking doing this. It's insane.
Yeah, people are still playing. Today I was driving home and I see a guy like on his bike outside with a mask in the snow.
Right.
Like,
I see him all the time. I went to the grocery store the other day. And this is after the second mask mandate that they had in Howard County. And I went and they just lifted it. People walked. I mean, I was literally the only person in the store not wearing a mask.
Dude,
that's how it was for me at they lifted it in Baltimore County.
Yeah.
And I went to Target and like I don't want to say I was the only person, but like I was one of like 5% of the people in there that was not wearing a mask. I was like, you guys know, like, The mandate's
Pandemic's
up, right?
over, right?
Yeah.
It's actually over now. Omicron
Dude,
came
the
through.
crazier thing that I saw was like, dude, it was like 20. It's been like 20 degrees out, in the Northeast, right? In like Maryland, probably colder, even higher up. But anyway, so 20 degrees out. I'm driving in my car with my heat on, keeping myself toasty. I look out the window. I see people eating outside in like 20 degree weather, like outside at a restaurant, wearing masks. It's like 20 degrees and like windy as fuck out. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong
dude, it's been cold as fuck, and they're so scared. Like, I don't want to get the Omicron. It could be, like. But
I mean, if
but
you're
a
that
couple
scared, then
months
just
ago-
fucking stay in your house. Like,
Well, maybe we should.
so-
You know what though?
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Let's review the number one symptoms. Like if you get Omicron now, you've got. I mean, the symptoms are sniffles,
Ooh, my God.
possible headache,
holy shit, headache,
fatigue.
tired,
Okay.
take a nap. Okay,
Right. Like God forbid
Chicken noodle soup.
God forbid.
some Vicks
You
vapor
might
rub,
have
and you're
to-
good. Get back in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. God forbid you might have to, like take a cold ease or something. Like.
Yeah.
But I mean, and other facts. I mean, it's been proven now that you can get you're going to get Omicron. Everybody says you're going to get Omicron. Fauci, all the health experts are like, yeah, you're basically going to get it. Other countries have rescinded all their mandates, including England, and other countries are just like, fuck it, it's over. Denmark's like, yeah, we got a bunch of cases, but we're not going to vaccine our way out of this. It's over. Everyone's just like, okay, we're on to endemic stage, like move on. And meanwhile, others are just doubling down. Like
And Kim Hawk, he's like, I've gotten food poisoning from Subway worse than that.
I mean, it's known that you can
Okay.
get it from somebody who's vaccinated,
We were
the
in
same as you can get it
negotiations
from
with
somebody
Subway.
who's unvaccinated, right? So like when you're vaccinated, you might reduce the damage that it does to you, but you're not going to provide any benefit to anyone besides yourself. So
Yeah, that
all
line
the
of reasoning
mandates-
has gone completely out of the fucking window.
yeah, the mandates are just completely illogical and from any kind of a rational evaluation, but yet we're doubling down and people are like, well, get those masks on the kids fast,
Yeah.
quick, sue them.
How about who's the the senator? Is she the senator from Georgia who just had a picture taken just within the past day or two in like a kindergarten class, and all these kids are masked.
Stacey
And
Abrams, that
Stacey
fucking
Abrams,
bitch.
yeah, and
What
literally
a
sitting
awful
down amongst these
fat piece of
kids, and it's
shit.
like, what is with these people? And then it was
What is
the-
going through her head?
right, and then the governor of New York. There's all these photo ops, and you see the optics of this. Like, I don't know. It's like,
Oh, there was some
New York-
quote from the mayor of New York today. I gotta find this shit.
oh yeah, talking about like plant-based
something-
diet.
No,
And-
something wild. No, it was like something even crazier. Let me see if I can talk amongst yourself. Oh, here we go.
Oh, talk amongst yourselves. Oh, what
Adam says-
a bunch of crackers.
So, okay, Adams, I guess that's the mayor. Adams says food is like a drug and claims people would not be able to tell the difference between someone hooked on heroin and someone hooked on cheese. He also acknowledges he does not have great self-discipline when it comes to food.
So he's
Okay, well-
basically calling himself a heroin addict.
As someone who has an addiction to carbs here, I can tell you there are clear. I have never sucked a dick for some rice.
Yeah, this guy, I'm telling you, you heard it here first. Just today, he had a press conference, and of all the problems in New York, like they literally have vaccine segregation, crime is out of fucking control, business, like it's like cities falling apart. Meanwhile, they're asking him a question in a press conference, like, "Yeah, I eat a plant-based diet," and just talking about. Like, I guarantee he's going to be the spokesperson for like the bugs. Like when we start eating bugs,
Right.
He's part
Well,
of like
he's
the
just-
Agenda 2030. Like, hey, I'm gonna sell you people Soylent Green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he gets in front of them when he's in front of the media or he's doing an interview. He's just trying to remember his World Economic Forum talking.
Oh, wait a
points.
second, though.
What did Klaus Schwab?
NYC Mayor
program?
Adams admits occasionally eating fish despite claiming to be vegan.
What?
The cat's out of the
What
bag.
a piece of shit! What
Right,
a piece of shit!
Right, just right. He has to in public. He has to repeat the Klaus
Talking
Schwab
lines.
talking points.
Yeah,
But that doesn't-
plant-based
but
diet.
But
You
elites
own
are still going to
nothing
be
and
eating
eat
meat.
bugs.
Right. It's just like, yeah, we have to tell you to wear a mask, but we're not going to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bugs are. Yeah, you'll be fine eating bugs, but I'm not eating that shit.
Like, yeah. Well, dude, who's gonna be the first fast food chain to implement like a bug anything? Is it gonna be Taco Bell, Arby's? Like,
Dude, it's probably
what are
already
the-
happening at McDonald's, and you just don't know about it.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know
What's
what's in
it-
that fucking the pink sludge or whatever.
What's in the
In the
fish
chicken
fillet?
There's
nuggets?
probably some fucking roach bodies.
It's
in
a
there.
cricket fillet.
It
What do you
could
think
very
that-
well be, dude. Taco Bell. You don't know what's in that fucking meat.
Nope.
You wonder, like,
Tastes delicious though.
yeah. That's why you gotta stay away from this stuff, people. I don't know.
I don't know
There's a-
what Nima's talking about. I told you, punks. I invented this bitch. Not gonna be owned here. What are you talking
I
about?
don't think he's
Nima?
talking to us, dude.
He has to be. He's
I think
commenting
talking
on.
I think he's talking about. I don't know. He's not like directed it at us. Stop taking offense to everything.
He says,
Otto.
"Send me an address, Otto." Like what? How is he not talking to us?
Oh, okay, he is.
Well,
Oh, he
Ed-
said
Oh, he said
I-
I invented PRL Group. Oh,
Oh,
he
okay.
did?
Anyways,
this could be.
I
this
think
could
we're
be
bumping up against our.
Oh shit!
Huh.
It's 50 minutes in. We haven't even talked about any. Oh boy! No wonder if we're Patreon members are.
What do we want to
Probably
talk
not.
about? Tom Woods.
Yeah, we didn't even
I
really
don't
talk
even know.
about the
I
announcement.
think for the after hours, we should review the Tom Woods announcement.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that for the after hours.
Woohoo!
I want to hear everybody's thoughts.
Spoiler:
I
it
wanna
has
hear-
something to do with pineapple on pizza. That's all I know.
What was worse, Tom Woods' announcement or January 6th?
Oh, 9/11.
Or
It's a
9/11?
close
Or the Holocaust?
Yeah, to find out, tune in the after hours.
Nima is our number one sponsor. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted.
Stop
by
reading the
Nima's
comments. Otto does
I'm
everything
listening.
but participate in the show. He looks at his phone. He reads the comments.
Well, I
Occasionally
do,
find the
dude.
dank meme.
He drinks beer, but he doesn't
I
actually.
found the
participate.
most funniest fucking reel, and I'm sitting here trying not to cry from
Facebook
laughing
reel?
at it. Yeah, I'll send it over. It's funny. We'll discuss.
How much
later.
longer
But
do you
so,
think Facebook has on this planet?
I don't know. Like for real though, that metaverse thing. I saw how people were
Well,
really.
that's part of
pissed
why
off.
their shit tanked was because they invested like $10 billion.
I don't think
metaverse
so.
shit.
I think it tanked because their ad revenue. I think
Well,
they
that's-
announced ad
that's-
revenue was down.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it.
Yeah,
I think
but
there's a lot
also
of
the
people that
metaverse
don't
sucks.
that are not on board with the metaverse shit. But yeah, it's mainly the
Yeah.
ad revenue. It's like probably 90% of it.
Yeah, this metaverse is like every Black Mirror episode. It's
Nobody,
like,
right? Nobody
all
even
that
cares
shit.
what it is, but the stockholders are like, "Where's my profits?" They're like, they don't care. They don't want to understand it. They don't care what it is. They probably don't care who Facebook's banning. But until the profits drop, and then like, whoa, wait, why are you guys sucking so bad?
Well, and that's the other
Oh.
thing that they're talking about with this like Peter Thiel guy leaving the board is he was basically like the only conservative on the board. Like everyone else is just Silicon Valley liberals. So now like if it wasn't bad before, like buckle up.
Yeah. If you
There's no
think
balance.
that's what I mean. Like it's kind of when we were just talking about like all those stats you were throwing out, Babs, like Dems would throw us in, a vaccine concentration camp, but then at the same token, so many people are just like, fuck this shit. They can see right through it. And it's like so many people that haven't given a fuck about politics or activism or getting involved or knowing who their local tyrant was all these like for the longest time. It's waking up like so many people that are just like, all right, this is a bridge too far.
Well, the
fuck this
problem
shit.
is, what's it going to make them do? Oh, I'm going to run for office. Oh, I'm going to get out and vote.
Well-
I'm going to write my congressman. I mean,
I-
how do they handle it? Like, unless
Yeah.
you're going Canadian trucker on this one, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's really no way out. Like, there's no political way out. You need to create a physical obstacle to their tyranny.
Yeah.
Or just buy Bitcoin.
Or
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
Do that.
We got to get your
Definitely the way
boy
to
from
go.
we got to get your boy from Canada. Give us a live update maybe next week.
Yeah, he said he couldn't make it tonight, Ian, but I suggested next week we try to get him in here, give us some reports. But he says it's been fun for his kids doing the moon bounce.
I bet all these kids been locked up. They're like, hey, we're hanging out, having a good time. There's
Hang out
bouncy
these fucking
castles.
truckers.
I think
scared of the truck.
Canadians, their like sense of fun is pretty low to begin with, right? So like oh, it's a bouncy castle, eh? Like that's just
Ooh.
like
Yeah, they need
Yeah.
more activity. You need to send them more activities.
I
you
mean,
know?
it's either that
Kind of
or
like a
you've
beer
got,
pong table or
or you have to
something.
go to the curling match.
Yeah, we got to come up with some like PRL care packages
Send
for
some-
the
yeah.
truckers. For the truckers, you know, like got to do some like fuck.
Yeah,
sending,
we've got connections. So if we want to
Yeah.
like mail stuff to Ian, we might be able to talk him into taking it down there. And I mean, who knows what they need? Like, yeah, books, DVDs. Let's radicalize them. Like,
let's figure something out. This will be cool.
or what we really need is them to radicalize the U.S. Like, just everybody.
Like, how can we support base Canadian businesses that are supporting? We should get some Canadian like trucker sponsors.
What stinks is like these guys are all about their Canadian flag still. Just like when people protest the U.S. government, they bring out the U.S. government logo.
So you're saying there's opportunities for sweatshops, child labor, cranking out Canadian maple leaf flags and shipping them.
Yeah, dude.
It's sad, but that's like people want it when people want to protest hard. They start flying. The
they
banner
just
of their
don't.
oppressor.
I think they just don't mentally make the connection between the flag and the government. I think whether it's correct or not, I think for some people it
Yeah.
represents like the people of the country or whatever. But you know, here at PRL, we do not stand for flaggatry of any type.
Yeah.
No. But then
We find
but
it
it's so right. It's so illogical.
Get you repugnant.
That logo's actually on the tanks that are going to roll over. you.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
like
Right.
that's
Get
it's
another
on
symbol.
It's
Get
on
another
the,
flag.
It's on the arm of the soldier who's kicking your door in, or you know, it's
Or the cop stealing your gas so you can't drive home, or stealing your property. Yeah.
I'm
Fuck.
surprised they haven't started doing like more false flags. Like, haven't they brought in? Don't they have enough racists? Do some kind of like maybe just the Canadians aren't up on that like the U.S. feds are. Like, don't they know how to instigate and start shit?
I don't
Who
know.
knows, man? Like this is probably the biggest act
This
of
is the flag that you need
rebellion.
to be flying right here.
Oh
yeah.
wow. Yeah.
There you go.
It's very
that bad boy.
2015. I love it.
Why
Or
not?
just what? Just a black flag, right?
Or a black flag, yeah.
Seriously, just fly a black flag.
Or a false flag.
You can have a TV party. No one gets the joke. All right.
TV party tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Good. God, we're coming up on it, man. So we got can we talk, Jared? Can we talk about the reasons why people leave our Patreon?
Yeah, I don't care.
Can we do that in the
I'll put
after
them up.
hours?
They can't. Well, obviously they can't hear it because they're no longer patrons.
Exactly. You're just a taker. You're no longer part of the inner circle, so you don't get to hear what the hell I got to say about you.
So that's right.
But it's
just
not
give
gonna
them a
be
little
nice.
taste of what they're going to be missing.
You're a bitch. You're the bitch, not me. You are the bitch. I am the
You heard
click
it first.
commander.
I want
He
to
is
find
the
out.
commander.
I can't wait to find out what happened to our Patreons now.
Yeah, me and I say Jared stumbled on a little page that tells you why people left the Patreon, and it's not very kind to your boy. Just gonna say that.
Who
No.
are you talking about?
Me. I am your boy.
He is your boy.
Interesting.
I am the boy. So we're gonna talk about that in the After Hours podcast, which we're gonna record right after this one.
With our few remaining Patreons. So
Yeah, and if you don't
if you're
think-
one of the ones that stuck
Yeah.
around because you're not a bitch, then
Right. If you're one of the people who don't think I'm a bitch and you still give us some shekels a month, we appreciate that greatly. But we always want more. So go over to our Patreon, sign up for as little as $1 a month. You get access to our backlog, catalog of shows. And you also get to hear this beautiful, which I've also been noticing our After Hours podcasts have been way better than our regular podcast.
that's just because you're drunk by that point.
This is true. So you
They're
get
not
to hear all
actually
that.
better. You just think they're better.
That's a great point. But so please, if you don't like using Patreon, there's other ways to donate to the show. If you go to PRLfans.com, please send us all of your Bitcoin. And also we have t-shirts for sale over at libertariancountry.com. If If you go to the website, find some cool kick-ass libertarian shirts, maybe even buy a punk rock libertarian shirt. That would be great. But if you use the code PRL Podcast, you get a 10% discount. If you use the code PRL2 and spend $50 or more, you get a 20% discount. We are also tonight brought to you by Hidden in Plain Sight by Moral Bob and Wheelie's Pharmacy. Go to Wheelie's Pharmacy, use the code PRL10, and you get a 10% discount if you want for all your CBD needs. If your dog is sick or something, as Babs put it.
Your child has autism.
Keeps away the COVIDs.
Right.
Keeps
So, until next time, everybody, live free
Or die.